Hey YouTubers, Electric Adventures here, and I'm doing a response to Mark Vergeer's open tag. So, modern multi-communication, a blessing or a curse. I think this one can go on a couple of different levels. I'm a computer programmer, so computer programming, you can't just get started in 5 seconds and do something. You actually need to sit down and work out in your mind what you're going to do, and then actually write some code. So and some sections of code can be a bit more complicated than others. A lot of things need to fit together. So similar to an author writing a book. They put themselves in seclusion, cut off all communication, sit down, have a real deep think about what they're going to do, and then sit when the inspiration takes them and write. Well, computer programming is similar. Now, I've been doing computer programming for 28 years now, so I've seen things go through a number of different eras, and the world of instant communication. There are good forms of communication and there are bad forms of communication, and I've noticed how these sort of things affect more junior programmers that I've mentored and looked after. And one of the main things is it first started with instant messaging, not just SMS. We're talking about MSN Messenger and your other instant messages, where you have a messenger client going all the time, and anybody can just come in and say hello, and what does it make you do? You stop what you're doing and to answer that person. So it's an interrupting type of communication. This was followed by the actual SMS, which I've never been a big user of, where it's instant little short bits of information and people feel like they have to answer them straight away. And quite often I defer back to good old email. So good email is much better than these forms of communication, because for a start you can type a lot more information into an email, take your time, work it out. You send it to somebody, they will then answer it at an appropriate time, properly form their response and send it back. Whereas SMS being short, and even I suppose Twitter as well, you have to be careful with these sort of things. It's only short, and the idea is for it to be quick, and quick by its very nature means rushed. So quite often people say what they didn't mean. An email is more likely to be read over several times before you send it, because you can put more information in there, whereas short type of communication is no good. Now, I have an iPhone and I've got lots of apps installed on it, and I've got Twitter and Facebook and eBay and a few games, and a few other things installed there. Now, there's a lot of stuff on here, quite a lot of it my kids have put on there. I clean that off when I can. There are a couple of things I play on here, because I transport my kids around, so I might be stuck at a place. I might have a quick game of Angry Birds, or longer session. I've been playing this Underworlds, which is probably an extremely old game that was out ages ago, but I only found recently. Or I'll look on eBay, or I'll check my Twitter. But I do that when I want to. So at other times the phone is usually on silent and out of the way. Obviously phone calls, I work remotely. This is my actual office. So I do use my phone a lot for work, and phone is another interrupt driven type of communication, so you must be there to answer, whereas, as before I said, an email, you don't need to be there when it's sent. But instant messenger, and to a lesser degree SMS, force you into this habit of being there and being available for people, and give you that feeling that you must answer it straight away. So I suppose, to summarise, modern technology is good because it allows myself to work remotely. Middle of the day, have to go and shuttle kids somewhere, still be in communication with my email and things like that. But you need to temper it and not take it too far, and make it, live your life for you, and feel like you must answer every single thing that comes through. So I quite regularly put the phone on silent and try and ignore it in particular things, and then have bouts where I'll use it. So periods when, so it's when I choose to use it. So hopefully I haven't rambled on too much and I've got my point across. Very interesting tag, Mark, and I'm sure there'll be lots of good responses. Thank you very much.